Hey, tell us we will die like dogs. You will die like dogs. No, we will fight like lions. Oh, anyway, love that bit. So what do we got here? Okay, now, yeah, this is kind of my history with Ultrasabers $75 mystery boxes that you see sitting in front of you right now. And I kind of wanted to talk about mystery boxes. I'm a big fan. I do like them. I like watching the videos for them. I see kind of a mishmash. Some people, they receive some amazing sabers, and some people receive pretty much like what you see before you here. It is the nature of things. It is the nature of the mystery box. Um, One of the things that's sort of been unusual lately that I've been seeing in comments and in videos is people have been sort of receiving sabers that are less than $75 in value for some reason. So that's kind of a new occurrence. That doesn't really happen too often, but it seems to be happening more often than it used to. The other thing that it seems to be happening is a lot more people are receiving sound sabers. I received my very first sound saber recently. Much appreciated. I thought that was pretty neat, and that's turned out to be one of my favorite sabers. So my history consists of 3 mystery box sabers, and I'm probably about ready to pull the trigger and order another one. I'm kind of hoping to get a red blade. Actually, a stunt saber would be fine, to be perfectly honest. So I might just go grab bag. I don't know. We'll see what happens, what I'm in the mood for. But the history of my purchases pretty much started with you have an Aeon LEV4, and this one came with no windows and a guarded switch and Guardian Blue. And this was pretty much my first Ultra Sabers experience. Interestingly enough, I'm kind of in the process of purchasing one of these with the AV switch and the windows. Other than that, pretty much identical to what you're seeing here, but more with a setup that I like. And one would think that if I do manage to get that other saber, I might sell this one. But no, this is my first Ultra Saber, and it means a lot to me. So pretty much we'll keep this one as a more or less a nostalgia piece. But yeah, it's a very, very nicely balanced hilt. I really like the anodization that they put, the gold on the LE models. I have yet to receive a dark LE model, so maybe that'll be what arrives next. I might even go nuts and order 2 mystery boxes. I don't know. I just think it's a lot of fun. The whole mystery box process, I mean, you have the option getting a sound saber, a saber that I've seen people get sabers that exceed $500. Um, it's just I don't know. I think for the amount of money that you're spending, it gives the average Joe the chance to get a saber that's really amazing, or at least, at the very least, something functional. Moving on. So my second saber that I received, a definite upgrade. This one actually had windows. This is my Sentinel V4 LE, and this one has, as I said, windows, guarded switch. I don't mind guarded switches, but I definitely think aesthetically that the AV switches are much more attractive and a little bit more functional. The Sentinel is very much like the Aeon in size. Obviously, it's a two-handed saber, and it has a very functional choke points, and again, it's decently balanced. Interestingly enough, on all of my mystery boxes that I've received, the battery compartment moving around in the hilt hasn't been as much of an issue. And yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. So again, Guardian Blue, that seems to be a theme for me in my mystery boxes, but I don't mind it since blue's my color. And then, of course, this is my other Aeon, just the regular V4 model, not the LE. And this one, of course, came with sound. and an AV switch and windows, and I modified the pommel, yada yada yada. And again, Guardian Blue. So that is currently the state of things for my mystery boxes, and I pretty much think I've said what I wanted to say about the mystery boxes, other than the fact that I see a lot of people getting salty when they receive their mystery box, and I find that with the mystery boxes, it's best not to have much in the way of expectations. I see a healthy dose of, when people produce their video, that won't stay. They will basically say something to the effect of, if they get something with sound, that's great, but if they don't, that's fine too. And I'm a big fan of a stunt saber. I don't mind stunt sabers at all. So, just getting the sound. I don't know what I'm attempting to do here. Getting the sound was just sort of a bonus, and it was nice. And as I said, I really enjoyed this saber, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. Moving on to part 2 of this video is more of a news element, and I will actually remove these because I want to show you something completely different. And now for something completely different. I received notification from one of my favorite sabersmiths today regarding a commission that they're working on for me. And you've seen my videos for this company, Custom Diversions, and they have an Etsy store. And thus far, these are the 2 sabers that they've created for me. I've kind of parsed the name down for this one. I've shortened it. So I'm just calling this the Sigil from now on. And this, of course, is my Cal Kestis, I forget what it's called, but it's essentially my Jedi Fallen Order saber. And so I have 2 stunt sabers currently from them. And this one was kind of a commission. He was sort of working on this one, and then I just kind of came along and asked him to do certain things to it. And so it's sort of a half commission, half sort of just finishing off, I think, something that he was working on. And then he generated this as sort of a masterwork. And then, of course, this is the first saber that I purchased from Custom Diversions. And, I love both of these sabers. They're 2 of the best balanced stun sabers that I own. This is just a solid piece, really comfortable in the hand, regardless of how uncomfortable it may look. This thing just is perfectly balanced, easy to flow with, and I don't know, I love it. I do have a Ultrasabers Azure Fallen on order, but this one to me is special to me. And of course, this is the Sigil. It's a little bit of a heavier deal, but it's still very, very well balanced. A little bit chunky, but it's still very well made. I love the latching switches that he uses. They're some of my favorite. Well, they're really the only kind of latching switch that I like. Everyone should, at this point, know how I feel about Saberforge's latching switches. They're not very good, but this is just a wonderful saber. But stun saber nonetheless. So, based on my experiences so far with Custom Diversions, they produce some of my favorite material. That being said, I was talking to Andrew and extensively, and I have a commission coming from him for a curved hilt saber, and I will announce it now because I finally saw it today. That it's gorgeous, and I'm really excited to see it or receive it and do an unboxing and a reveal. And I've decided to name it the Dow Phantom. I had a plan on calling it something else, but I decided to call it the Dow Phantom. And that one's a stunt saber equipped with the Nano Biscotti V4. And he's going to put in some of his own font sort of selections and do some custom blade colors based on what I was looking for. So hopefully I'll receive that. If things go the way I want them to, maybe I'll receive it by Saturday, but probably it's looking like Monday or Tuesday. I don't know when it's going to ship or if it's shipped all right, but when I get that, then you'll get to see it. And if you know anything about me, I'm kind of a curved hilt guy. They're my favorite type of sabers. Which takes me to the third thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm sort of late to the game, but Darth Blent, he notified me and told me that Saber Trio announced on Instagram that in April they're going to be announcing their first crossguard hilt, which is really, really amazing. And although I'm not as excited as he is, because like I said, I'm a curved hilt guy. I'm waiting for Saber Trio to come along with a curved hilt. If Saber Trio produces a curved hilt, I'm gonna spend a lot of money on that thing. I really would. That's totally my jam, and that's something that I really, really would like to see. But regardless, the latest news is, as I said, in April, expect to see word from Saber Trio regarding an eventual release for a crossguard hilt saber. So whatever they come up with, it's going to be amazing. And there's going to be people going pretty gaga about that. So hopefully the goings on in China and Wuhan will have squared itself away for the sake of the people of China, and hopefully getting back to some normalcy. And I'd like to see Saber Trio kind of receive a bit of a break. I'd like to see them sort of get back to homeostasis, get everything back to the way it was. I don't like the idea of them struggling and having a hard time. It's kind of that's one company that's near and dear to my heart, and I really I want this situation to kind of I want it to resolve itself. So anyway, what else do I have to say? Absolutely nothing, other than the light show. Yeah, I love these sabers. I'm really jacked. Oh, and I also have a ROM coda that's supposedly supposed to have sound coming from Custom Diversions, so I'm really excited. It's going to be awesome. I've got to go order some blades. I need some blades. I think for the Dow Phantom, I might get myself one of those funky, specially diffused Corbin style blades that they offer at the Custom Saber Shop. I think it's about time for me to spring for one of those. I don't know a damn thing about that, but once I get one of those, then I can kind of do a review, and it'll be a new thing. 32-inch blades, naturally. That'll be the jam, and then I'll have a fancy schmancy new curved hilt saber to basically obsess over. I can't even understate how completely frickin' amazingly gorgeous that saber looked when I finally saw that picture. I didn't even know it was going to come out as good as it did. So I'm absolutely thrilled and very excited. And yeah, I think you're going to enjoy that. So anyway, pretty much that's it for me rambling. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. I know it's a little bit late. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, Simple Samurai out. Take care now. Bye.